Shalom, I'm Rabbi Dov Linzer, and welcome to the Rosh Yeshiva Responds, where I answer questions from our rabbis in the field. And this question comes from two rabbis, one in Chicago and one in Brooklyn, and they ask a question that is asked pretty much every year. Do you fulfill the mitzvah of Mishloach Manot when you put your name on multiple Shul baskets and the person receiving it gets a basket with many people's names on them? And this is particularly an issue in the time of Corona where people are hesitant to give their own food, to give their own baskets. Now, to some degree, the question is, can you own a portion of the basket or one basket that you're sending? And here the answer is yes. The rabbi or somebody from the shul can transfer the ownership through a third party, and the third party takes possession of it so that everybody whose name is on it owns at least one kazayas, one olive's worth of two separate foods. If there's not enough to go around, there's other ways to arrange that. Now, does that really work? So here there are two questions. One is an olive's worth enough to fulfill the mitzvah? And there are actually a couple of opinions what you need to fulfill the mitzvah. Some say it's as little as an olive's worth. Some say it has to actually be a serious contribution to the meal. Some say it has to be an entire meal. And some say it has to be something significant enough to give as a gift. Now, to some degree, this debate is based on the word maneh, Mishloach Manot. A maneh might be understood as something of a significant piece of food or a significant gift. But the other way to understand this is a conceptual question, which is, what is the purpose of Mishloach Manot? According to the simple sense of the Gemara, the purpose is to contribute to somebody's meal, Purim meal. And this is the position of the Trumas Hadeshen. The other opinion is that it's like, which might be more of the pshat in the Megillah, is that it's to cultivate a sense of friendship and warmth and love between the giver and the receiver. Now, this debate actually has practical implications, because if you say it's to contribute to the meal, the focus is more on the receiver. Did he get something that contributes to his meal? If it's to create friendship, then the focus is more on the giver. Did you give something that was seen as a significant gift by the receiver? So let's say I send you Mishloach Manot, and you know I sent it to you, but it gets lost on the way. If it's to create a sense of friendship and warmth, then I've achieved that. If it's, however, to add to your Purim Suda, I have not achieved that. So this is the debate. Now, how does that play out in terms of the minimum size? If it's about creating some sense of friendship, giving you a nice gift, then it has to be the amount that's considered a nice gift. If it's about contributing to your meal, then we can have a whole range of opinions. It has to be a whole meal, it has to be a significant contribution, or the possibility that even a kazayas is a minimum amount of food. And there are a good number of Rishonim that say a kazayas suffices. So if that suffices, that's a way that everybody could own a piece of the basket. Now, how about the fact that the person receiving it, doesn't know which of the 24 names sent it, or he knows who sent it to him, but none of them feel like a personal type of a Mishloach Manot. Again, if the approach is to create a sense of warmth and friendship, did not achieve that. You put your name on 36 baskets. If, however, it's to contribute to somebody's meal, you did achieve that. You sent them something. They don't exactly feel like it was you particularly, but you sent them something that then contributed to their meal. So, do you fulfill the mitzvah? The answer depends. If you think it's about this idea of warmth and friendship, the answer is no. Too big of a size, and the person doesn't know you sent it to him. But if it's about this sense of a meal, then it could be it's as small as a kazayas, and it could be actually that even if the person doesn't know specifically that you sent it to him with the intent for him to receive it, it nevertheless counts because you've contributed to his meal. So I think that, particularly in the age of coronavirus, and given that this is a rabbinic mitzvah, we can certainly rely on the idea that it's about contributing to the meal, which is the Trumas Hadeshen in the simple sense of the Gemara, and that based on that a kazayas suffices, and if done properly so that the person owns a kazayas of at least one basket of two separate kazayasim of two separate foods, one would fulfill their mitzvah. Purim Sameach and all the best.